Okay, now, so my video cut off. Okay, so now to get to our question, ask the gentle lady. The question is, dear gentle lady, what is your take on the Will Chris Oscar fiasco? Well, okay, I'll tell you it was a fiasco. Okay, it was a fiasco. Will and Chris were wrong. Okay, Chris was wrong because of the bad joke. And it wasn't just that it was a bad joke. See, and you know, and then there's rumors swirling around that Chris didn't know that, you know, he may not have known that Jada had alopecia, okay? And maybe, but I don't know. I kind of believe he did because, see, Chris Rock is a professional. Okay, he's a professional. He's professional. So that would mean that he knew. He's a professional. You think he just goes out into the world and just starts joking? No, he doesn't do that. He's a professional. In fact, the type of comedian that Chris Rock is, he's sort of like an intellectual comedian. Okay, he's not like all the other comedians. He's more of an intellectual comedian, you know, and he's more like a black Stephen Colbert or a black Johnny Carson, you know, like that. Okay, you know, he puts a little salt and pepper on his stuff, and there you have it. He has that true dry New York kind of comedy that not everyone has and not everyone understands. Okay, so he knew. If he didn't, it was still wrong. Okay, I'm wearing my wig, Chris. You better not come for me. Okay, you bet not come for me. Okay, so anyway, yeah, they were both wrong. And see, the thing is, we all know that Jada has alopecia, okay? And alopecia, just in case you didn't know, is actually a very general medical term for balding, for, you know, the hair loss balding thing. It's a very general term because in all actuality, men, what they call, what, you know, they try and make it sound okay, or it sounds pretty, where they talk about male pattern baldness. Okay, now women can have baldness as well. Okay, but that is actually a form of alopecia. Okay, when men start balding and their hair is falling out, that's alopecia. Okay, cancer patients, when their hair falls out from the chemotherapy, that is also a form of alopecia. Okay, so anyway, I understand. Even though Will was wrong, I understand. Okay, because we don't know. Jada could have cancer for all we know, and had to go through some type of chemo or something. We just don't know. So, you know, it was just bad. And what made it even worse is the fact that before he made the joke with Penelope, with Jada, okay, he lavished beautiful, cute, loving jokes and whatever on Penelope Cruz and her husband, right? And then he turned to Will and Jada and, you know, gave them a whoppa-doo-doo. Treated them like a whoppa-doo-doo. Okay? So, because the truth is, he could have said anything about Will. Okay? He could have said, Will, you know, I thought you were a flying elephant. You know, those ears. You know what I'm saying? He could have done that. And Will would have just laughed it away. Okay, now Will's reaction, maybe, yeah, he could have reacted differently. But we also want to understand when he's sitting there for that Oscar, he brought everything with him, which he probably should have left at home. I mean, every part that he's played in, the Muhammad Ali, the other movie, I forget the name of it. I just can't think of it right now. He brought all of that. He brought Fresh Prince with him, you know what I'm saying? He brought Muhammad Ali with him. He brought all of that to the table, okay? And, the truth is, he should have left them home. He should have left everybody else home, okay? But he brought that energy there, and I'm sure it surprised him, it shocked him, what he was seeing through. Okay, because he didn't expect that his friend or this person that you respect so highly would do this to your wife. Okay, because see, we're at a stage now where this being, what do you call it? This sort of degrading or being derogatory towards black and brown women, it's gonna stop. It's gonna stop. Okay, and so basically we'll lay down the law on that. It's gonna stop today. It's gonna stop tonight. Okay, so we have to look at that because we've seen so much of it. Okay, when we look at Justice Brown Jackson, okay, what she had to go through with the committee and getting nominated, no, whatever you call it, okay, with the way those men talked to that black judge, it was abhorrent. Nobody said anything about that. Okay, these grown men, basically, if they were any closer to her, they would have been spitting on her with the way they were speaking to her. Okay, and we have to remember when what I call it, what I see it is righteous indignation. Okay, some things are really righteous indignation, which still we have to be careful, how we respond to things. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with having that. We saw that when remember Snoop Dogg? Okay, when he when everyone was righteously indignant over the way Gayle King handled that interview when Kobe died, okay, with his friend, and he came out and he called her some names, okay? He called her some names, and basically he may have been saying what we all may have been thinking, okay, because Kobe, that was our heart, but who came to her defense, or who came to basically stand up for her and say, no, that's not right? It was Will Smith and Jada. Okay, Jada was like, come here, come, get Joe over here, and you're gonna sit at this red table, and we gonna talk about this. Okay, so don't forget that. Okay, you can't just erase all the good someone has done for a mistake that they made. You can't do that. So that is my take on that, basically. And if I want to add any more, I would say that now, okay, Will said he wants to, his direction is love and all of that. Well, now his love and how he loves will be tested, because now, and maybe this was important, maybe this was important that this happened, because now you can see now you can see how, who does understand, okay? Some of the things people said, they were, really concerned that they didn't get the light, they didn't get that spotlight, okay? Or they felt they didn't get the spotlight. Okay, so that's something, I even saw an interview with the guy that played I don't know if he played the doctor or somebody on in the movie, the Muhammad Ali movie that Will Smith did, right? And I guess he was saying how the real doctor that was Muhammad Ali's doctor came in and he called Will Smith a nigger. Okay, now the person, I guess, that played the doctor in the movie, he claims that Will Smith was rude to him, and he even has a journal and all of this about it. Okay, but my question to you would be, when that happened, because you were right there, what did you do? Did you say, oh, because you speaking Mexican to Mexican or whatever, okay? Did you say, no, please, do not talk like that. Por favor, no haga por favor. Él es un hombre, or whatever. Did you say anything? Did you say, no, that's wrong? Huh? I can't hear you. Did you? Okay. So if Will Smith changed after that, do you blame him? Do you blame him? Okay, because if you can't stand up for when you see someone doing something wrong, y'all all in a little huddle, whatever, and you can't say, no, that's wrong, you can't stand up for what's right, you let him call him a nigger and you did nothing, then what is someone to think? So anyway, that's my take. Now stay tuned for our next video, because you are going to love the fashion, the earrings that I have to share with you. Okay?